Mulishani vonse. How are you, everyone? Mulishani vonse. Lelo, today, nala mishimiki lako akashimi kakwa Amaka. I will tell you a story about Amaka. Nala mishimiki lako akashimi kakwa Amaka. Amaka was visiting Inganda Yavanina Kulu, her grandmother's house, Inganda Yavanina Kulu, for the first time. It was the best house Inganda she had ever visited. There was so much ichongo noise, ichongo. There was Nkonko, Inkumba, Imbwa, Pushi, and there were so many people around. Avana, children, Avana in the house, and Avantu, people, Avantu working outside the Inganda house, Inganda. Amaka is an only child, and in her Inganda, it is just her and Abafyashi, her parents, Abafyashi. She loves her family and gets lots of hugs, but in Inganda Yavani Nakulu, her grandmother's house, Inganda Yavani Nakulu, she can run wildly around with so many different Avantu people, Avantu. There is someone to run with, someone who will pick her up, someone who will braid her hair or read her a book. There is a person for any activity Amaka can desire to do. She could always find someone who is doing something she can join in with. Lelo, today, Lelo, she was following Wupe to feed Nkonko, the chickens, Nkonko. She held Wupe's hand as they walked out of Inganda, the house, Inganda, around the back and to the Inganda Yankoko, the chicken house. Inganda Yankoko. Wupe was carrying an empty bucket and Amaka was carrying the keys. The Inganda Yankoko, the chicken house, Inganda Yankoko, was a little building at the back of the main Inganda, surrounded by a fence. There were no Nkonko around, but she could hear lots of clucking inside the building. First, they opened the small storage room on the side with the keys that Amaka had carried. They found sacks of feed. Wupe opened one of the bags, used a scoop inside the bag to put some feed into the bucket she had brought in, while Amaka held the storage room, door, open. Wupe then carried the bucket outside and emptied it into the feeding trough. Next, she took the bucket to the tap, filled it with amenshi, water, amenshi, and carried it to the watering troughs and filled them with amenshi. They were a bit dirty, so she rinsed them out first. Amaka was wearing her gumboots, which made her feel like a farmer, and when Wupe was busy cleaning the watering troughs, she got a bit distracted and stomped her boots in the little puddles that Wupe was making while cleaning. Finally, the watering troughs had amenshi and the feeding troughs had feed. Wupe turned to Amaka and said, "It's time. Are you ready?" Amaka nodded. Letting the Nkonko out was her favorite part. Iminina uko, stand over there. Iminina uko, instructed Wupe. Amaka shuffled to the side next to the main door. Wupe opened the door and Nkonko ran out. They fluttered, flew, jumped, and screeched out, running to the feeding trough. It was such fun chaos. It was like a tornado, a cyclone, a whirlwind of Nkonko. While Nkonko was distracted, Wupe signaled for Amaka. Isa. Come, Isa. They went into the room and looked in the nesting spaces, looking for amani, eggs, amani. They looked under the hay, in the nests, but no amani, eggs, amani today. Vafuaya, they looked. Vafuaya, but tavasangile, they didn't find. Tavasangile, amani lelo, eggs today. Amani lelo. They looked, but they did not find eggs today. Vafuaya, but tavasangile, amani lelo. Amaka still enjoyed feeding and watering the chickens this morning. Chapa. Na totela sana. Thank you very much. Na totela sana. I am very grateful that you have joined me for Akashimi today. Subscribe to be the first to know when the next Kashimi is available and sign up to the Inkalata newsletter, Inkalata, and get the transcripts and further vocab words. Na tusambilile pamo. Let us learn together. Na tusambilile pamo.